As it pleases the court, my lord. The court requested that those photos that Brigadier, that the witness referred to, should be deemed contemporaneously.
So those are the photos?
Yes, my lord. I think that is photo number 12, photo number 17, and photo number 46. This was done at the request of the court.
Yeah, but Brigadier must testify about that. Yes, my lord. So, my lord, what I said, this is picture 12, as Advocate uMnisi has correctly put it, my lord, which was taken on the date of this incident, 26th of October, 2014, and there's a time there, we say 17:31 and 14. Then and this picture, my lord, depicts, as I've said, accused 3 with dreadlocks going up to the neck, the khaki top, and then the second photo, my lord, taken on the very same day as well. The time on this one is 17:28:39. I suppose it's seconds, but I'm reading it as it is, my lord. In this picture, the dreadlocks, and this is the part we dealt with, are longer. And the accused on this, accused 3 now here, my lord, I said, this is where you can see clearly that the top that is wearing goes up to the waistline. And I said, my lord, in this regard, it correlates with the witnesses who said the suspect A, or the first intruder, was wearing a top, which was described as khaki, beige, brown, along those colors, my lord. And then I also made reference to accused 5 as being present in this picture. Then when we move to picture number 46, my lord, I then said this is accused 3, and the length which Advocate uMnisi asked me is that it was longer. But what was of importance, of prudence, my lord, I've said the date which is reflected on photo 46 is the same date as the ones reflected on photo 12 and photo 17. In other words, the date of 26 October 2014. However, my lord, I've said in photo 46, accused 3 is dressed differently. So if you look at the type of clothing he is wearing here, is not the same as the one that you'll find in photo 17 and 12, which gives an indication that there was some changes. And I've made reference to the fact, my lord, and this is what I've said also, that one will not know, this is what I've said, how the hair or the hairstyle, the dreadlocks, were worn by the accused. I'm not saying, I'm saying if you look at this picture physically, because that's why I said I can only rely what I see. What I see is that in photo 12, the dreadlocks are up to the neck. It's there, it speaks for itself. Here they are longer. However, between this picture and the one photo 46, my lord, there's time differences. Photo 46, one does not see the time except the date. However, on this one, there is a time difference of about max, like Advocate uMnisi says, which I agree with him, max 3 minutes. But a lot can happen in 3 minutes. So the length of the dreadlocks, my lord, is clearly not the same. But I do not know what happened in between, my lord.
Kule ithombe intathu ke u12 lona ke u17 phakathi nendawo ke u46 egcineni idate i26 October 2014 isikhathi u17:31 nama seconds awu14 number 17 date 26 October 2014 isikhathi u17:28 nama seconds awu29 bese kuthi u46 idate nayo ke 26/10/2014 kodwa ke isikhathi asikho kodwa ke obonayo ke lana unumber 12 umsola ke umiyedwa kwesithombe uyena ke yedwa kwesithombe bese kuthi ku17 ngishilo ke ukuthi lapha yana unayeke umsola kwesihlanu kodwa ke uyabona ukuthi khona ke umehluko kwisize ke yawo ama-dreads ukuthi ke ku12 agcina ke khona la entanyeni ke bese kuthi ke abamade ke kwesithombe u17 nakuyena ke u46 made ke ama-dreads ngase ngisho futhi ke nokuthi sabona ke u46 ukuthi ke kunala agqoke khona ke ngokwahlukileyo kulezi ezimbili ithombe u12 kanye ke no17 ingakho ngishilo ke ukuthi sibe khona ke isikhathi noma ebenaso ke isikhathi sokuthi ke ashintshe ke lokho agqokile ingakho sengikhulume ngawo ke ama-dreads sithi ke asazi ke ukuthi ke nanjengoba ekwazi ukuthi ashintshe ke impahla ayigqokile ke ukuthi ke kwenzekani ke kubona ke ama-dreads kule ithombe ezahlukile ngoba nanjengoba sisho ukuthi ku12 mafishane kodwa kwezinye ithombe made.
My lord, Apela referred to the complexion where I said if one looks at Exhibit J, the first suspect, the first intruder, is described as having a dark brown, shiny complexion. And I said, my lord, if you look at the complexion here depicted in photo 12, 17, it is more brownish than light. And that is why I even made a reference, my lord, to say if one looks at accused 3 now before court, he's much lighter. There's no mistake there. However, if you look at this picture, it is more brownish. And I even said, my lord, if you look at his complexion from a naked eye and that of accused number 5 that is standing with, it's almost the same. But if you look at them physically now here in court, you can see the split difference. He's much lighter than all the accused, which is a different position here on the date of the incident.
Okunye futhi elikhulumileke ngakho-ke indlela yakhe abukeka ngayo-ke ebusweni-ke ekuyindlela-ke futhi nofakazi-ke abachaze ngayo ukuthi-ke omunye walabo abangena-ke endlini babebukeka-ke kanjani-ke bakhulumile-ke ngo-dark brown i-complexion-ke uma ukuze sengisebenzisa lesi-ke u-17 isithombe uyabona ukuthi la ame khona-ke nayo umsola wesihlanu ukuthi-ke umahluko awukho-ke khona lapho kungathi-ke bacishe bafaneke indlela babukeka ngayo kodwa uma-ke manje babona-ke manje-ke la enkantolo uyabona ukuthi-ke umahluko mkhona-ke futhi-ke uyena-ke okhanya ukudlula bonke abanye abasola la enkantolo umsola wesithathu.
Yes, my lord, that's what I recall I've said, my lord.
Thank you, my lord. There's there are other photos again that were compounded to appear contemporaneously, exactly here. I think this has got to do with accused number 3 having I mean, this has got to do with the gun, the perpetrator, the intruder who had a gun in his possession, who had an insight in his upper jaw, upper teeth line, which the state says it is accused number 3. Any comment on these two pictures?
My lord, what I said insofar as this picture, so I didn't make a comparison to this picture insofar as this picture. What I've said about this is that there was an indication or a description of suspect A with a gold teeth incision. And I've said the photo that I referred to in my affidavit is that incision there, which you can see it's a gold teeth incision on the upper lip. So that is insofar as I've commented in the dreadlocks, insofar as this picture, but not for it to be compared with this picture. Where I made a comparison, I think it's 2 other pictures which were blur. I even said they are blur, but in my album they are more clearer. So those are the 2 where the court said they must also be put side by side in terms of the clarity or the visibility of them.
Kulesi-ke isithombe-ke akukho la khona-ke engiqhathanise lesi kade ngisiqhathanisa naso-ke ngikhulumile ukuthi bekhona-ke lapho bekhuluma khona-ke ukuthi-ke bakunezinyo-ke egolide-ke ngase-ke ngikhuluma-ke ngalo leli eliyabonakala lapha kodwa hhayi ukuthi ngiqhathanise lesi sithombe kanye naso-ke lesi sikhona-ke ezinye la engishilo khona ukuthi zona ayicacile-ke la kodwa-ke kumina kwezami iy'thombe zona ziyabonakala.
I further indicated, my lord, that I do recall that the witnesses like Zandi, for example, Kumala, I know she made a withdrawal statement where she was interviewed to say she never said accused or the first intruder had a gold teeth incision, to say there were such statements at a later stage where they were saying no, we didn't say that, my lord.
Futhi-ke ngiyazi ukuthi khona-ke itatimende khulukazi yena-ke uZandile Khumalo la-ke abese ehoxisa khona-ke ethi-ke mhlampe-ke noma-ke kube yiphutha-ke angikaze ngikusho-ke lokho ukuthi lo wokuqala owangena wayenezinyo legolide.
Yes, my lord, that's what I said regarding the picture on the right hand side.
Thank you, Brigadier. You know the reason why we actually came up to the point where we had to exhibit that picture on the right hand side? It is because of what is contained in your affidavit, which is the following. Photos downloaded taken of the accused by himself, when we're talking about accused number 3, in brackets selfies, matched the description of the suspect who had a firearm with dreadlocks, big eyes, and with a golden teeth. Do you understand? Now I said to you, can you please take us through Exhibit S and show us a photo or photos which have got those type of description. The dreadlocks, we have shown us the dreadlocks. The big eyes, we have tried to show us the big eyes. The golden teeth, you took us to this one. Do you understand? And you are saying this in the context of saying that this is accused number 3. Now the question is, the person that is depicted on the right hand side, is that accused number 3?
Yes, my lord, in my view, my lord, this is accused 3, and that is the fact that I dealt with, my lord, to say in his view, because this point was raised previously, and I said in terms of the angle, if the reservation insofar as accused 3 is concerned, I'll hear him, but I said in my observation, my lord, this is accused 3, and I'm basing this, my lord, in saying, remember the court will recall that I said these pictures were taken collectively based on the investigation. Now, on my investigation, my lord, I did not find any indication that says this person is someone else other than accused 3. That is why the court will remember that the court asked me about 2 individuals which were standing next to accused 3 in some pictures, and I said during the course of the investigation we were able to establish that those 2 individuals are related to accused number 1, although they were not involved in this matter. But insofar as this individual, my lord, one could not place him elsewhere as being somebody else, my lord. That's the essence of where the investigation took us.
Just on the shoulders, what is he wearing?
It looks like a string, my lord.
Is it? That bluish
yes
color, what is it?
It's a string, my lord, but one cannot see.
String?
Yes, it looks like a string, my lord. So
ngithe mina-ke ngolwami-ke uvo-ke ukuthi-ke lona-ke okwisandla hlambe kwesokudla-ke mina-ke ukubonayo ukuthi yena-ke umsolo wesithathu futhi-ke kuphenyo-ke akukho la khona-ke uma kuqhubeka nophenyo la ekutholakala khona noma ekuvele khona-ke ukuthi omunye umuntu lona akusiyena-ke umsolwa wesithathu. Kuyafana-ke nakwesinye isithombe lesi inkantolo bengibuze khona-ke la abanye abalisi ababili behlezi lapho ukuthi bawobani, ngasho-ke ukuthi ihlobo zakhe-ke umsolwa wokuqala, kodwa akukho okwahlanganisa necala leli.
I've also identified, my lord, pictures where I said accused 3, and I even said with greatest respect to him, one does not intend to offend him, that the eyes are bigger in terms of what I saw in those pictures that I referred to, my lord. So I've referred to those specifically to match what is contained in my affidavit with what was seen in the downloads, my lord.
Zikhona ke ithombe futhi ke engikhulumile ngazo ngabe ngisho ke noma ngigcizelela ke ukuthi lokho ngikusho ke ngenkulu ke inhlonipho uma ngikhuluma ke ngawo ke amehlo ukuthi ngempela ke yabonakala ukuthi makhulu ukuthi ke angikusho lokho ngoba ke ngimdelela kodwa ke ngisho lokho ke okukhona ke kwi-statement noma indlela ofakazi abasho ngayo.
Yes,
Thank
my
you,
lord.
Brigadier. We may proceed.
Yes, so my lord, we were at the photo that we needed to deal with is photo 47. That's where we were at, my lord.
You wait for Tobani?
47.
Yes, listen, as I said initially, it is not me who's taking you through this exercise, because I just wanted you to identify those features there from this photo album. I'm not so sure whether you've done or not.
I suppose, my lord, photo 47, 48 will be the last one, and I'm saying the exercise, and that's why I explained it, my lord. The description, the sentence that Advocate uMnisi referred me to talks to the description that was given by the people who were inside the house. The people who were inside the house, in describing the first intruder, refers to the clothing, refers to the type of the top he was wearing, they refer to the top. This is why these pictures, my lord, these downloads are relevant, because somewhere you see the top but you don't see where it ends. For example, in photo 47 that we will get into, you will see clearly as a collaboration of the previous picture that it is a top, and it matches the description of the color given on the other side, and it is also dated on the same date of the offense. So the pictures that I'm referring to, my lord, are relevant insofar as the portion that Advocate uMnisi referred me, and it relates to the date when this offense were committed, because when I disclosed this affidavit, I was giving an indication to the prosecutor in terms of what evidence do we have insofar as accused 3 is concerned, my lord.
Uma ngangenza ke le statement esifungele phecelezi ke affidavit lana ngangichaza khona ukuthi ke yini ke esasinayo nomfakazi esasinabo ke uma siqhubeka ngalo ke uphenyo manje ke le ithombe lezi ke engivezayo noma ke engikhuluma ngazo lana ke ethola ukuthi ke uma ufakazi bechaza bayasho ukuthi wayegqokeni wayebukeka kanjani wayenani manje kuzothola ukuthi kwesodwa ke isithombe itop le yabonakala ke kodwa ke kwenye ke kwesilandela isithombe ila ebonakala wonke ukuthi ke ugqokeni ingakho ke ngenza ngalendlela ngenza ngayo.
And it was a request, my lord, that I've said. I did indicate with greatest respect to Advocate uMnisi that I said this is an exercise that we dealt with, but obviously because the question was asked, now I'm going through it step by step in correlation to the exhibit it referred me to, that is Exhibit J, my affidavit and supporting affidavit, to put context as to why I said what I said in my affidavit, my lord.
Futhi ke ngalendlela engenza ngayo ke bengishilo ke noma ke uma ngikhuluma noma ngisho ke nayo Advocate uMnisi ukuthi ke besikhulumela ngayo Exhibit J kanye futhi ke nayo ke i-affidavit yami ukuthi ke ilendlela esizokwenza ngayo ukuthi ke sibuke zonke le ithombe.
Now photo 47, my lords, depicts, and this is also part, it's covered, my lord, I'll refer to this picture because it depicts firstly the date. If you can just go down a little bit, Dr. Spanier. So what is of importance, my lord, is that the date reflected on top is 2014-10-26, which is the date in which this offense was committed.
Okubalulekile ke i-date laphayana u-2014-10-26 ekuyiyona i-date isigameko lesi esenzeka ngayo.
And then the person on the right, my lord, is accused number 3, and one can see that this khaki top, you can see the waistline, my lord, it ends there. It's a khaki top, as described by some of the witnesses, that the first intruder was wearing a khaki and it was a top. So one can see in this picture that indeed there's a waistline here, my lord.
Nokuthi ke futhi ke kusona ke lesithombe lesike umsola wesithathu ugqoke ke le top ke ekhaki ekuyitop ke ofakazi abakhulumileke ngayo uyabona ke nokuthi ke la egqoke khona ukuthi ifika noma igcina kuphi.
My lord, one can also see the dreadlocks.
Nama dreadlocks futhi nawo ayabonakala.
But furthermore, my lord, this of pivotal importance, my lord, the complexion, the dark brown complexion. This picture seems to be taken during the day, according to my observation, but the complexion here, as I've referred also as it is the same on the other pictures, that is more brownish than light, my lord, which correlates with the dark brown description given to Warrant Officer Steenkamp by all those people when were inside the house when she interviewed them.
Nokuthi ke ngendlela ke ngibona ngayo noma ngibuka ngayo ukuthi kwakusemini kathi lesithombe lesi sithwethula nokuthi ke futhi ke okubalekile ke uma ubheka noma ubuka ke ubuso bakhe ke nangendlela ke ufakazi abasho ngayo ke mayelana nalokuqala ke owangena ngathi bekhuluma naye ke uWarrant Officer Steenkamp.
Now, my lord, photo 48 is basically the same picture, it's the same location. The only difference between photo 47 and 48 is that in photo 47, accused 3 is drinking, he has got a can in his mouth. Then in photo 48, if perhaps we can get to it, he's holding the can on his hand, but you can still see him and the same type of clothing, and the same gentleman that he's standing with on photo 47 is still with him, although there are other people around. But insofar as picture 48, it's just the two of them, my lord, but wearing the same clothing with dreadlocks, and one if one looks at the complexion in this picture, my lord, it's also more brownish than light, my lord.
Okunye futhi ke kule ithombe ke embili ke umehluko ke obonakalayo noma okhona ke la ukuthi kusona ke isithombe lesi ke u47 ekuyisona lesi ke ukuthi ke ikandleli ke lisemlonyeni yebo bakhona uyena ke uyena ke nalo yamlisa amenayo ku48 kodwa ke bakhona ke abanye kodwa ke ku48 ikandlela uliphethe esandleni.
Yes, my lord. So these two in the pictures that I took into account, my lord.
Izona ke lezi ithombe ke engayiveza noma
yeah, and that is insofar as accused the first intruder, my lord. Obviously, when we dealt with other issues of the monies, the firearms, one expanded on this, but confining myself to the question that Advocate uMnisi asked me, this is what I looked at, my lord.
Kulokho ke angibuze kona ke Advocate uMnisi yebo kukhona ke okunye imali ke noma ke ithombe ke kodwa kulokho engibuze kona ke izona lezi ithombe.
Thank you. Now, we further say in the affidavit, photos were equally found of the murder weapon used in the murder of Senzo Miniwa. Now, you would recall that in the course of my cross-examination, I put to you a question that said that in your evidence, in your evidence somewhere, can't remember whether it was in evidence in chief or cross-examination, you made mention of the fact that the weapon or the firearm that was used when Senzo was killed was found in the download or is depicted in the downloads of accused number 3's phone, not so?
So, my lord, I understood the context to be the following: that the question was referring to what I've said before court, and I said I don't recall having said that in court. But I even said to Advocate uMnisi that perhaps you are referring to the statement because I knew that in my statement such assertion is contained. But where we were differing is that in court that evidence I was not made to lead that evidence, my lord.
Uma besikhuluma ke ngakho ke lokho ukuthi ke ithombe lesi ke lezi ke isibhamuke noma lesi ekusola ukuthi isona ke esabulala ke sikhona ke kulama downloads mina ke ngithe ukuthi la eNkantolo ke lokho ngikhulumile ngakho umehluko bekuwukuthi ke kuloko noma ke ku statement noma ke affidavit kodwa hayi ukuthi ke kwakhulunywa khona la eNkantolo.
Thank you. Now, on page 83, the proceedings of the 24th of January 2024. What month is this? December, eh?
This is December, yeah.
Yes, 24/01/2024. That's. I think that was cross-examination. When you've been cross-examined by Mr. Ngomezulu, I think that was in the trial if my memory serves me well. I'm not so sure, but that is the record of the 24th of the date of the 24th of January 2024, page 83, where you say at at line number 8. Thus, photos were equally found of the murder weapon used in the murder of Senzo Meyiwa. That is exactly what I was referring to when I said to you, that's something that you said here at court. But nonetheless, it is stated today. Now, when you say photos were equally found in the downloads, photos of the murder weapon were equally found in the downloads of accused number 3's cell phone, can you please take us to that photo that depicts the firearm that accused number that the intruder had when he accosted the Kumalos, which was found in the downloads of the photos of accused in the photos of the downloads of accused number 3's phone.
Yes, my lord. So,
yes.
No. I'll take you there quickly, my lord.
Yes.
So my response, I just want to deal with this part of the proceedings, my lord. My understanding of the question of when did I say that, my understanding was that I was being referred to the evidence in chief in the main trial, because that's how I understood the question. It wasn't to say in my proceeding during the trial within trial, and I answered in that context, my lord. That's why I said perhaps in my statement. But yes, if the record says that, my lord, I don't dispute it. I have a recollection of what the record is saying. But going to the question, my lord, if you look at, and this is my observation, my lord, it's my observation that photo number 38 depicts a rifle and a pistol, my lord. Now in my observation, my lord, this pistol matches or looks similar to the one that was found, my lord, as the firearm that discharged the bullet that was found at the crime scene, my lord.
Uma sibuka ke isithombe 38 kuna rifle ke laphana kanye futhi nayo ke ipistol yona ke ipistol leyo ke ehlangana ke noma ke ibeka ke noma ke ifana ke ngamashiki naleyo ke iyatholakala ukuthi ke isona ke isibhamu ekuyisona esadubula kathi ke usenzo eshona.
Now, Brigadier, are you aware that what you stated here misled the magistrate? Because you are saying to the magistrate, look, sir, photos of the firearm that was used, or a photo of the firearm that was used in the killing of Senzo Meyiwa was found in the downloads of accused number 3's cell phone. You don't say to the magistrate that, in my observation, in my view, there's a photo that I saw in the downloads of accused number 3's cell phone that resembles, but you're stating this as a matter of fact. This is perjury, you misled the magistrate.
That's a good case, my lord. I think counsel is maybe putting it in much more robust language. The witness, to distinguish between what your view is in an affidavit and what the fact is, we submit, my lord, that is putting it much stronger to say that this witness misled the magistrate. He has repeatedly said this is just a summary, and he maintains that photo 38, in his view, it's the firearm that was found in accused number 3's possession. There's nothing wrong in that. There's no basis, my lord, to submit that, as counsel puts it, that he misled the magistrate. We submit that that question ought to be disallowed.
As it is the court, my lord. Look, I am referring to what this witness told the magistrate in his affidavit. I'm not citing this. The state is then suggesting that the summary must also not be factual. A person can say whatever that he wants to say in a summary, even if it is not factual. This simply constitutes perjury. Somebody lied under oath, my lord. You cannot go and tell the magistrate that photos, as a matter of fact, were found, or a photo was found that killed Senzo Meyiwa in the downloads of accused number 3's phone. What did the magistrate have to do with it? Then the magistrate says, no, there's a exceptionally strong case against this accused or against this person that I need to sign this warrant against or for. This totally misled the magistrate. That is my submission, and I'm putting it to you, Brigadier, that this information that is contained in this affidavit, which is something that was made under oath, was misleading, because there are no photos that you can point out exactly and say in Exhibit S that this firearm, it's a fact that it is a firearm that was used in the killing of Senzo Meyiwa, and it was found in the downloads of accused number 3's phone. Are you able to do that without speculation?
We raised our objection and we stand by it. The witness never said he's changing his position as far as that is concerned. He still maintains it's his view that this pistol that is displayed in photo 38 is the one that was found in accused number 3's possession. The only difference, as counsel puts it, is that in the affidavit he stated it as a fact, whereas he's now saying in his view there's no difference between, he's not really changing position.
Is that the pistol which is depicted there?
Yes, my lord.
Is there any resemblance to the pistol which this court handed over to Mr. Peters to go and examine?
In my view,
is there any resemblance?
There is, my
Or
lord.
there is none whatsoever?
No, there is a resemblance, my lord.
What is that? How do you describe that pistol or firearm or gun? What is it?
It's a 9mm semi-automatic pistol, my lord.
9mm? Wait.
Sorry.
9mm?
Semi-automatic pistol, my lord.
Semi-automatic pistol.
Yes.
And the one which is allegedly supposed to have been used in the...
It is also a 9mm and black in color as well, my lord. 9mm pistol. I think it may have just another addition in terms of the specification, but in essence it's a 9mm semi-automatic pistol as well, my lord.
nayo-ke le ekuyona kusola ukuthi yabulala-ke usenzo nayo 9mm automatic pistol-ke mhlambe ngakhona-ke nje okungengezwayo khona kodwa nayo-ke futhi imnyama ngombala mehluko befuna ukwazi-ke ukuthi lesibambe lesi-ke sikhona yini ukufana noma-ke ukwehluka phakathi kwaso nalesi esanikezwa yena-ke uMr Peters ukuthi ahambe ayoqhathanisa-ke ukuthi uBrigadier ephendula cha akukho ukwehluka.
Sorry, it's photo number?
38, my lord.
38, okay.
Yes.
Yes, Mr. UMnisi.
Thank you, Brigadier.
So perhaps, my lord, if I can just, because Advocate UMnisi said certain things and I didn't say.
I yet have to answer my question. Which question are you answering now? I haven't asked my question.
No, you did.
And the court said to me, yes, Advocate UMnisi, and then I said to you, yes, Brigadier. This is an interlude to my next question, and then you are answering now. Which question are you answering?
I'm answering your previous question where you said I must refer.
Okay.
I don't know whether you want me to leave it because you made a session about me identifying this court.
Yeah,
That
but
the court
the court
are we
says to
moving
me,
on?
yes, it means I need to proceed.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
What to say, sir?
My lord, yes, I wanted to say, firstly, my lord, and this is the part that I've been saying to Advocate UMnisi more than one, my lord. When you look at the statement that I've made, if you're going to pinpoint certain things and you don't look at it in its entirety, there will be such assertions that are made which are not accurate, my lord. And I beg to differ with him when he said the magistrate was misled. That's not true, my lord.
Ngifuna ukusho lana ukuthi-ke uma ngabe